Once upon a time there was a man named Zargram Zanders. He lived the life of a scholar and magician, practicing and learning the ways of magic and science. However, his many adventures and endeavors over the centuries had angered and frustrated many powerful beings. This forced Zargram to live a life of always looking over his shoulder and preparing for attacks from all sorts of malevolent beings who sought revenge against him. Fortunately, he was not alone. By communicating with other beings across the multiverse, using a modified transdimensional scrying spell, Zargram could share in the energies of others to boost his ability to stay one step ahead of those who despised him. In exchange, those who shared in the spell would share in some of his adventures and misadventures only at the cost of their time and sometimes their attention. However, there was once a situation that took Zargram by complete surprise. An attack by someone whom he had never even met before and who didn't know him either. One that brought Zargram to his knees and required him to seek the aid of his fellow adventurers. One that would test Zargram's very being with one of the most grueling experiences a person can face. This is the story of how Zargram was randomly turned into a woman by a random jerk. It all began on a sunny, spring afternoon. Zargram had recently finished a powerful spell in his workshop and was taking a break napping underneath an oak tree. Despite how hectic his life could be, it was the small moments of peace that he especially treasured. Unfortunately for him, this day was not destined to remain peaceful for much longer. Down the road, there was a young witch who was fuming and crying as she angrily stomped along. She gnashed her teeth and stamped her feet as she ranted about what had just happened to her.
Stupid Roger. What a jerk. I can't believe he'd have the nerve to run off with his favorite feminine golem. I wish I had never told him that he and his stupid golem would make a cute couple. Can't he see that I was joking?
She shouted, throwing a rock at a tree, utterly irate.
Damn it. I'm so mad I can't even see straight. Stupid man. Hell, all men are exact the same. They will love you and leave you. In fact,
she said, getting up on a boulder and shouting at the sky.
Screw all men.
Then she saw a man, a shirtless one at that, laying under a tree a few hundred yards away. Crying and gnashing her teeth, she flailed her arms around as she began casting a spell.
You know what? Screw you too.
She shouted, casting a spell upon an oblivious Zargram. With a cackle, the young witch stormed off, laughing to herself. Zargram woke up right after the spell hit him. He looked around and saw no nearby damage, thinking things were all right. Then he looked down and saw that his body had changed. In a panic he shrieked and stood up, looking at his reflection in the pond water. He facepalmed and tried casting a spell to undo the change. To his horror, it had no effect. He tried again, and again, and again. He tried all sorts of spells to undo the curse, but none of them were working. In a frenzy, he ran back to his castle and made for his library, desperate to find a cure. Luckily, there was a cure for a curse such as this. But it would require the solving of 3 enigmas carved into the ether of the universe for the components to be properly mixed. Zargram groaned. He was terrible at puzzles, but then he got an idea. What if his friends could help him? With that, he started up the special scrying spell and began beseeching his friends and followers to assist him in his time of need.